So a nice 6-0 win for Bayern against, not 6-0, 6-1 for Bayern against Werder Bremen. Werder Bremen were good. Werder Bremen scored a very good goal, so props to them for that. It was like watching Prime Barcelona all over again. Some very nice tiki-taka in their play, but we also had some nice tiki-taka. We had some nice passages, some nice passing movements. So from this game, by the way, player ratings will also be in this video. No separate videos, just this video and my match analysis. From this game, my happiness is pretty high though, because it was a good performance from Bayern. We went 1-0 up. It did go 1-1, so we did lose a little control, but we quickly got goals back, and then it was never in doubt for the game, which meant that Bayern didn't have to exert too much energy. That's so important with the World Cup coming up. Our players, Kimmich, Goretzka's type players, playing so many minutes. It was good that some of them could get a sub during this game today. It was good that we could, in the second half, just go into second year. Better for the team. But it was just very solid all around, and that is how Bayern needs to play in the future. This is how we only have one more Bundesliga game until the World Cup. I can't believe the World Cup is coming up so soon, but this is how it is for Bayern Munich. So it was a good performance. I was happy with that, but I was happy with the quality of play. I mentioned that there were some very nice passages, especially when Leroy Sane came on. Some of the passages, one-touch passing with him and Mazraoui, and some other players on that right-hand side, like cutting in and being fluid, dragging opposition defenders all around. It was so effective. And also on the counter-attack, Werder Bremen were very open, but we were able to exploit that. With Sane, Gnabry, Choupo-Moting, you can move at such speed. And even Choupo-Moting was dropping in to the play oftentimes, and it was just a really fluid Bayern performance. So from Nagelsmann, I'll give it 8.5 out of 10. We were really effective on the counter-attack, scored so many goals. Our defence was really resolute, apart from the goal we conceded, which was a hard one, because we were quite open in that instant, but it was only one instant in the game. They punished us for us, and they had a good play in this one. So defensively, we were solid, but offensively, we were very good. That's why I give Nagelsmann this rating, and that's why I'm happy with the performance. And Bayern's tactic was this 4-2-3-1 formation in this game, and it was the classic. But Choupo-Moting was dropping deep today, so a few times Choupo-Moting dropped deep and unleashed a nice pass through the lines for Gnabry, for Sane, for Musiala to run onto. We scored one of our goals from this, I think. One of Gnabry's goals, where Choupo-Moting unleashes one of these straight through passes after dropping deep, collecting, releasing to Sane, and then Sane just squared it to Gnabry. But Choupo-Moting also did this for another Sane chance where Sane hit the post. So Choupo-Moting's build-up right now is incredible. It's really good to see, and it's really refined, actually. He's playing like a prime number 10 in this game. Although he didn't get his goal, such a shame. He doesn't continue the scoring record, but it was bound to end eventually. And he had his chance for the goal, to be honest. He had the penalty, of course he missed that. Other Bayern tactics, Lucas Hernandez was providing lots of that width on the left-hand side and really bombing forward, which allowed Gnabry to sit further inside. While on the right-hand side, the opposite was true, because Sane would stay very far wide, Mazraoui would be in that inside half space, and then Sane would cut in when he got the ball. He would cut in when he was intertwining with his teammates, or when Choupo-Moting collects the ball, then he does it inward run. But he did have a starting position in that right outside space, while Hernandez was further on the left-hand side. He was further on the outside, which allowed Gnabry to start in between the lines on the left. In general, Musiala going up and down as usual, making runs in behind, swapping on the right as usual, because he's, even his cam position, he's slightly veered to the right usually, but another vintage Musiala display. He's playing so well right now. 9 goals in 13 Bundesliga games. He honestly could win the Golden Boot at this rate. It is incredible. Musiala with his Ballon d'Or charge. If Germany win the World Cup, Bayern win the Champions League. Who says no? Well, anyway, very good tactics. So the defense was very solid. Kimmich, Goretzka doing their thing. So let's just get into these player ratings, I guess. Player ratings, I think Choupo, he missed the penalty. That's fair to say. But it is fair to say, because it happened. But he gets 8 out of 10 for me, because I thought he was still really lively. What I talked about was that he was able to drop deep and have a playmaking role, but he also was able to do his flicks. He was one of the ones interacting with Sane. So it was just a really strong performance. He's very fast also for 33-year-olds. Fast on the counter-attack. He has long legs. He can dart up the field. So he keeps pace with the Bayern counter-attack. That's why he's being so effective right now. 8 out of 10. Leroy Sane went... Oh, by the way, Mane... This is one thing to talk about. Mane came off injured, which is really sad to see right before the World Cup. It seemed to be a knee injury, so we'll see how long he's out for. I hope he's not out for long. I hope he doesn't miss the World Cup and it's just precaution, but it did look potentially bad. So we'll see. And that's why I'm including Sane in these player ratings instead of Mane, because Sane played the majority of the game. So anyway, without further ado, Sane. Sane I thought was an 8 out of 10 also. Yes, did he score a goal? Like, maybe. I think he did. But Sane was just generally involved in the play. On that right-hand side, he's playing so well right now. It's those through balls that he has such pace on those on the ground through balls towards that left-hand side. And that speeds along the counter-attack so quickly, but also the pace on the turn, his interchanges. He was doing so many 1-2 passes, like one touch, tiki-taka, Dani Alves, Messi-esque triangles. It was a really strong performance for Sane, I thought personally. Serge Gnabry, I think he got the hat-trick. He has to get 9.5 out of 10. Man of the match. Serge Gnabry in recent weeks has been incredible. Yes, he does love a good stat padding against some of the weaker teams in the league, like Mainz, like Werder. But he has been playing at this level for weeks now. Great performance versus Barcelona in the Champions League. He's had a few good performances in the Bundesliga. He has earned his starting role back. He's playing so well. All of Bayern's attackers are playing well. That's the thing right now. In fact, it's a shame the World Cup is coming up because we're all hitting form right at the right time. But Gnabry, really good, 9.5 out of 10. Musiala, excellent. Again, that dribbling, that body feint for the first goal sends his opponent with the dummy. 8.5 out of 10. Kimmich was excellent also, 8.5 out of 10. He was controlling the play. He was so solid, moving the ball around, just being the metronomic presence he is. Goretzka was also good, 7.5 out of 10, just solid. He was decent defensively. Hernandez I thought was very good. He was playing some nice 1-2s on that left-hand side. He was getting forward. He was providing that width and that depth. For Bayern Munich, so I'd give him an 8 out of 10. Very good performance back from injury as well, so great that he's fine. Upamecano and Pavard, I think I'll give the same rating, 7.5 out of 10. They were very solid throughout. Some good challenges in the box. Didn't let Werder have many chances outside of their goal, so very solid in this respect. Mazraoui also very solid, 7.5 out of 10. Just nothing to fault with this performance. Neuer, nothing to fault also. Actually, no, there is something to fault. He did... Actually, one of the Bayern... Upamecano actually had a huge mistake where they almost scored. So I'm going to dock Upamecano to 6.5 out of 10. Play the pass across goal, like the ones he usually does, but Werder Bremen player almost intercepted it, and you can't have that type of sloppiness. In the Champions League round of 16, for example. So that's why I'll dock him points. I'll also dock Neuer points. A similar thing happened, I think, where his distribution it's muddled right now. It's confused, and also his decision-making is confused. I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Because there was one time also he was coming to claim a ball, but he didn't put his full body into it. He just let it, and then Werder had a chance. He's not being 100% committed. He's second-thinking his decisions. But overall, Bayern's players, all 7 out of 10 or above, apart from Neuer and Upamecano. And Nagelsmann, very high rating. Quality of play, very good. Some of the passages, glorious. So, great to see Bayern. I'll be back on the weekend. Lineups, player ratings, match analysis. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.